Hey, it's me, Laura Farms. You may know me from my videos on social media. If you watch, you may know about my partnership with Chief Industries. Today in this video, I'm going to share how that collaboration started.
So Laura, I know you had already had a bit of a relationship with Chief as a whole before you and I even met. What was the first division that you really had a partnership with, or you had some coordination with?
I want to say it was Chief Ethanol. Like I said, we grow mainly corn and soybeans, and I've really taken over the role. I learned how to drive a truck not too long ago, and so I started delivering corn to Chief Ethanol. I think that's where our relationship really first began, but ever since then, I have really discovered how diverse Chief is as a company, and they're very supportive of farmers and all kind of farm-related things. And so it's been really cool as our relationship has grown for me to learn about the company, but then see how Chief is working to support American agriculture.
You bring up a great point, because a lot of people don't realize the different entities Chief has. And so they might start working with ethanol and then realize, oh my gosh, you guys actually do grain bins too. We need grain storage because we're not going to bring all of our corn to ethanol. So there's so many different components of that. So we love when we can talk about the different aspects or the different components of Chief Industries. And so you started working with ethanol, and you also mentioned that you drive trucks. So just going to put a shout out there, Chief Carriers. If you need a part-time, Laura might have some free time here and there. I
might have 5 minutes here or there. I'd love to jump in.
You can learn all about them too on their podcast, Driven Too Far, because they put out such great content for the drivers as well, and I'm sure you can really relate to that.
Absolutely.
How long have you been driving truck?
I want to say this is going to be my 3rd year. It has given me such a respect for people who do that full time. Farmers are truly jacks of all trades and absolutely masters of none. And so I have also started to learn how to weld. And so seeing the kind of manufacturing and fabrication, I think I also got the chance to kind of tour a couple different sides of the Chief, the buildings, the bins, and I just have so much respect for all of the different things that are involved, the welding, the truck driving. There's some impressive folks out there.
Absolutely. And I know you actually went through the Chief Ag plant just to kind of see how the bins are made, the storage. We do so many different pieces for the grain handling. What was your impression of the plant?
It was so cool to see a modern day manufacturing plant that is using all of these new types of technology, but they still had implements in the factory that had been there since the very beginning. And I was just really struck by how clean and organized and efficient everything was. They were just cranking stuff out like nobody's business. But everyone I spoke to was so kind and welcoming and ready to pause and explain in depth what they were doing to me, which is so cool to see, because that's what I'm trying to do for farmers and kind of help be a voice for them. And so to see someone get to do that with their job was really cool. I love being able to help tell other people's stories.
And I think that's where Chief can really resonate with farmers like yourself, is just that family aspect. Like, you were talking about your legacy, you were talking about the generational farming, and I really feel that that's what you feel when you come to one of our Chief entities as well, and working with our people, stopping by and having conversations. Chief is a family-owned business. We're 3rd generation right now. So having that understanding of, we're not just doing it to make a dollar today, we're really looking at how do we continue to look further out into the future. And I think that really resonates between the two entities.
Absolutely. And I honestly feel like that's why I love partnering with Chief so much, not only on the channel, but just truly in my day-to-day farming operation, because working with this company feels like I'm working with an extension of my family, no matter what department I've talked to or worked with. I've just really felt at home. It's great.
And out here too, we talk about the All-American Farm, and I know we branded that ourselves. We take a lot of pride in the different entities that we have and what we offer our farmers. I know you had a chance earlier today to tour the Bonneville home, which is also part of Chief Industries. What do you think of the home? Did you think they were walking into a modular home when you stepped inside of there?
Absolutely not. Okay, so this was my first experience with the Bonneville home. I've never actually walked through one, and so I kind of got the grand tour of the place, and every time I thought we were done walking through it, it's like a whole new part of the house opened up. Was way bigger than I was expecting it to be, and I kind of got the rundown on how it all works, and they were telling me that they can have that house up in less than 6 months. which especially post-COVID, I feel like nobody can do anything that fast anymore. So that was super, super impressive. The other thing that really impressed me they were talking about is once they put up the house for you, they don't just walk away. They've got this 90-day warranty and they're checking in with you, and kind of touching back on the family. It really felt like they're not just building a home to get in and get out. They are building the home for an American family and want to continue taking care of them even after the construction is done.
And part of that too comes from our relationship with our builder network. So we don't work with just a builder one-off. We really want to work with them ongoing. And so they don't just set a house for us. They don't just sell it for us. We really partner and we see it through to the very end, which is really interesting too as you look at these Bonneville homes as well. When you think about the construction and being able to do it in 6 months, a lot of people who are living in more of a rural community, it's hard to get a construction company to come all the way out, all the supplies, and have it done within a time frame that maybe works for the farmer too when they're not planting or harvesting or irrigating, to be able to do that. And so a lot of times the Bonneville home is a really great option for people who are a little bit more removed or rural.
Absolutely. And that's where I feel like we were talking about before, that relationship aspect of the company just kind of makes all the difference in the world, because I'm used to working, with local families and with local companies. And so to have a company that has expanded and grown so large, but still brings that really down to earth, homey, no pun intended, family feel to something that can be really cold and rigid, like building a home construction, I just feel like that's really special.
And so really, when we met you and really started to see the information you put out there, it is such an educational piece, and we really feel like we want to be the experts in what we do, and we know that's what you are as well. So it's just been a really amazing partnership, and I feel like all the different aspects of what you're invested in, what your future looks like, it makes it feel so right and so homey, and such a great fit between Chief and Laura.
It has been very, very natural. Like I said, I try to be really picky about the companies that I work with, because first and foremost, my focus is, like I said, the farm, right? The social media is just kind of like a nice bonus and a great way for me to be able to communicate with other consumers out there. But to be partnered with a company that is really aligned with my goals, not only on the social media, but truly on the farm, I feel like was super important to me. And Chief just really checks all those boxes.
Well, we love the partnership and we look forward to continue it moving forward.
I love it. Thank you so much for watching this video. Be sure to check out the link below to find out what's next for me, Laura Farms.